We are we are live. Yeah.
Just a minute, I just
Cool, Karthik. Take over, please.
yeah, sure. So we are live. Okay, but let's just wait for some people to join. Yeah, we'll just get started. So
Sure.
today we are talking
Hello,
about
everyone. Are we audible? Are we visible? Is
uh,
everything sorted?
drop S in a chat box, right? So we'll get to know.
Guys, let's wait for more people to join in.
Yeah, let's start by 7. Let's just
Yeah. I think there's still some time. Uh-oh. Hello, Georgie. Welcome. Ganesha. Hi. Karthik, by then you can inform Ansh.
sure. Um,
Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? Hi, good that you chose YouTube for this one. Yes. How excited are we for for the YouTube live stream? One second. So let's wait for more people to join in so that we can quickly head start. Yes. So what is this about? We learning decentralized push notification with
EPNS.
EPNS. How many of you know EPNS, guys? How many of you already know EPNS? Write in chat. We'll wait for few more viewers to join in so that we quickly scale the live. Yo, is it 5:30 already? Sorry, 7.
Yeah, there's a minute more. We'll just
Cool. I think because the notification goes right on the time.
yeah.
Cool. Let's little bit. I
Seems
mean
like
notification service. It's notification for Web 3.0. Before you start, any quick comments on crypto budget? We'll discuss that by end of the live, maybe if you stick by the end. Agenda of the session is different. Yo, I can see some numbers shooting up. We need more. Yes, so I think we're gonna start with understanding Ethereum first of all. We'll talk a little bit more about smart contracts. We'll also talk about Ethereum virtual machine. Then we'll jump straight to the project of the day. That's EPNS, doing some crazy and killer work in the industry. So let's learn more about it. Something related to push notification from smart contract. We've done one session few months back. I remember. Uh, I think last year around the same, but I think the audience size was a little low. So we thought of conducting this again because they were hosting certain activities in the community. So we thought we'll take this up once again, and we all are here in front of you. So Karthik, I think you
Yeah,
should
I'll
quick
get
start
started.
quickly.
I'll
Let's
get
not,
started. It's
yeah,
7 already, and yeah, we are good on it. So,
let's go.
yeah. Hi, guys. Good evening. Thank you for joining us on this pleasant Saturday evening. We have Saurabh with us, the founder and instructor of the Blockchain School. We'll be taking a session on
Hi.
exploring decentralized push notification service. You know what Blockchain School? So, Blockchain School, we focus on awareness, education, and employability around blockchain. So, we are fostering developers, and also we aim to build one of the largest community around blockchain who are constantly learning from each other, growing in this field, and building their careers here. So blockchain school aims here, and that's how what we are trying to achieve for the past 2 years. It's been almost 2 years since we started. We started in 2019, and we are right on track in our goals. So, Saurabh today will be joining us and explaining about EPNS. EPNS is a very unique. It solves a very unique problem called notification, because notification is a very normal thing in our Web2 interface. Everywhere you go, you see ads, notifications. But in Web3, there's nothing that's such existed as notifications. So that's where EPNS entered. It helps you solve this unique problem of notification through push notification service. And it started with Ethereum. Now it is almost platform agnostic, and it supports various other blockchains as well. So we'll explore that today. And also one more important thing is we have $50 giveaway. So we'll have series of 5 quizzes, which will be part of the session we take. The once you answer these quizzes, and we'll pick 5 people out of the ones who answered. So you have to be fast, and also you have to type out the entire answer with the option. That will be counted as a valid entry. Once you do that and stick with us till the end, we'll have more discussions and so on. So yeah, let's get started, sir.
Sure. Cool. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. I hope it's visible. So, hello everyone. Once again, welcome to the live. It's a community session Saturday evening. We're learning EPNS. What we're gonna learn today, starting with, as usual, right? We start with the fundamentals. We'll start with Ethereum. We'll move to smart contracts, understand DApps. What are DApps? That's decentralized applications. Ethereum virtual machine. What is Ethereum push notification service? The protocol feature, product, use case, governance, tokenizations, and a lot more. So without a further ado, I think let's straight jump into it. First of all, how many of you know Ethereum? I'm pretty much sure that you all know Ethereum, but shoot in chat if you know Ethereum. Say yes, or and if you know, then what is Ethereum? If you can quickly put in chat. Waiting for more answers though. And I hope you're like properly visible, audible. Um, yes, lovely, cool. A platform of taps, maybe, but I think in a very subtle way, I'll try to explain what is Ethereum. So cool. Let's get into it. So Ethereum, by definition, it goes like a decentralized open source blockchain with smart contract functionality. Now, what is smart contract? I'll pick that up as well. Ether is the native cryptocurrency of the platform. But if you want to like easily define Ethereum in like one keyword, it's world's programmable blockchain. So you know Bitcoin, you know Ethereum. All these blockchains have learned from the generations, evolved in that particular sense because Bitcoin was looked as a blockchain for store of value. Ethereum became that programmable language. Now, what is programmable language? With non-programmable blockchain, there are only a few types of transaction, like financial, that can be written on blockchain, like give and take. Like it's all exchange of, let's say, money. It can do plus minus, and that's it. And similarly, Bitcoin is in like in that particular essence. But programmability, which makes blockchain truly like transformational. With fully programmable blockchain, there are like many types of transactions that can be written on blockchain. Now, these programs are called smart contracts. Now, what I'm trying to say here is that if you're trying to build something on blockchain, the first go-to blockchain gonna be Ethereum, because Ethereum gave the power in the hands of community and developers to basically uh, code and build scalable applications, or we call it decentralized applications, on top of blockchain. But what are smart contracts? So smart contracts power uh, decentralized applications. But what are smart contracts? Now, smart contracts are the software programs that basically runs on programmable blockchain. These are like self-executing contracts or programs stored on blockchain with the term of agreement between the parties. They are directly written into lines of code that runs with like predetermined conditions once met. Now, to simplify this, I'll give you an example of vending machine. You all must have interacted with such machines in your towns, in your places. What happens when you put a coin? Let's say you put a 10 rupee note, or let's say 5 rupee coin in this machine. The program is self-written. Whenever you put a coin and you basically clicks on the number, that particular trigger hits and you get that XYZ product on which the number is written. So this is a predefined program that's installed in this particular vending machine, and that gives you the product that you want on the click of a button, and the moment the transaction is successfully completed. But how this all works on blockchain, this is simple when I speak with an example of vending machine. But when we talk about smart contracts on blockchain, so let's take an example of two people here. There's someone called Bob. There's someone called John. Now what happens is smart contracts basically deals uh, as a middleman in blockchain. When we eliminate middlemen in blockchain, what we do is we take use of technology, and technology here is smart contract. Because this is piece of code, because this is technology, we can trust this better than a human, which is not corruption proof, which is not temper proof, and a lot of things. So Bob wants to sell his house, and John wants to buy that house, right? Now smart contracts basically do the matching of buyer and seller. Now, what happens is the moment Bob puts his, let's say, property on blockchain, and John wants to purchase that property, a smart contract gets triggered, which is basically an automation of clearing settlement, or basically a document that gets transferred on the name of John, and the ownership of house get transferred on Bob, and also the money transaction that happens between them. Now, all this is like predefined, pre-written in a smart contract. The moment these guys interact with the technology, this got triggers, and this get triggers, and the transaction is successfully completed. I hope we are on same page so far. I'll take questions, but by the time we take quiz, so by then let me just keep teaching you the next things. Now, transactional contracts, and there's something called smart contracts. So in your central world right now, you deal with banks, you deal with property brokers, you deal with a lot of people. All the contracts are transactional contracts, which you and me can believe on a piece of paper. But what you're saying is here still there's a middleman involved. We are taking help of banks, legal authorities, and whatnot. Uh, Blockchain works in a scale or in a nature of decentralization. The moment we bring in blockchain, we need something to trust, and that's where we are trusting code, and we say code is law. The middleman is replaced by blockchain, and normal contracts are replaced with computer codes called smart contracts. Now, what are the benefits of smart contracts? Because definitely been shouting out loud on smart contracts. The moment I say smart contract, there's no middleman. We are saying code is law. That means we are eliminating the middleman, and we are taking help of technology, saving, because there's no human cost involved. There's something that we only need to power the technology. We are definitely saving more. Code is law. I've already mentioned we are depending on a code to be the to give the justification of that particular transaction. There's something called default backup. I'll be talking about nodes moving forward. So it creates a default backup in multiple nodes, multiple computers across the globe. It also avoids manual error. As a human, we have a tendency to do a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors. But I think systems, computers are well trained, which will not do this kind of tiny errors or manual errors that happens through human interventions. Trustless execution, because there's no middleman involved. The entire execution is smooth, and you can trust on it because it's on technology. And also autonomous execution, because we are leveraging technology, the process is faster, which also becomes like autonomous in its own nature. So these are the benefits of smart contracts overall. There are some use cases of smart contracts as well. Government, insurance, trade, real estate, supply chain, healthcare. So you name an industry, and trust me, you will find a use case that can basically impact those industries at scale when it comes to uh, impacting the major industries across the globe. So when we talk about government, instill transparency and trust among government processes. Insurance, you have easy insurance handling and processing, and also less paperwork because you are leveraging technology. Trade, it basically improves accuracy, transparency, one of the very key natures of blockchain, and also increase the global trade security. Real estate, fast, trustless system for property buying and selling. Supply chain, a proper tracking of a product from where it's getting created to it's coming in your hands. What's the process of it? Auto restock, and also transparency playing again vital role. Healthcare is interesting because recently in India, especially during COVID, a use of blockchain happened and smart contract for sure to store the certificates of vaccination, which was done by a company. It's done by a company in collaboration or on top of Polygon blockchain. So we'll be exploring that as well. EPNS works hand in hand. Better regulation compliances, supervisioning basically drugs and all the medicines that have been supplied, and also personal healthcare records, which has like a really terrific data when it comes to maintaining health records for years. These are some of the use cases. There are thousands of like bits where smart contract can impact from e-commerce to payments to diamonds to CRM data to crowdfunding, telecom, agriculture, education, logistics, courier, smart city, everything. But when all of that we're talking, there's something that's important that we need to understand. Decentralized applications. What are decentralized application? A decentralized application is basically an application built on decentralized network that combines a smart contract and a front end user interface to give you a better service or to give you a better experience, so that you can interact with that application built on blockchain technology or built using blockchain technology. So basically, let's not get confused. In Web 2, that's your general internet, where only read and write was possible. You had applications built by big companies and giants. Now, when we say the ownership is also involved in Web3, we are leveraging blockchain to build decentralized application, the next version of internet. Application works with the help of data centers, and that's how the applications are connected to data centers. In decentralized applications, this are entirely distributed, which works on multiple nodes, multiple servers across the globe. There are tons of benefits of decentralized applications. They are ownerless, censorship resistant, anonymous, built in payment systems, zero downtime, plug and play capabilities, cryptographically secure. I think security plays a vital role, and also complete data integrity. So I think these are like positives of decentralized applications. We need to reach the topic of Ethereum push notification service, but we thought of doing this. In last 24 hours, if you look at top 10 decentralized applications in Ethereum itself, OpenSea suddenly hit the chart, and it like Uniswap was leading the chart and OpenSea went up. OpenSea is a marketplace for NFTs, and you all know NFTs, right? And currently, these are the 10 applications that you can currently see, which are there as top 10 decentralized application by category, balance, users, volume, and whatnot. But everything is being powered by something called Ethereum virtual machine. Now, to give you an example, so Ethereum virtual machine plays a role like a launchpad. So if you create a code, if you create an application, you need a compiler. So I think all the technical folks in the audience can relate to this, but I'll make it more simpler for non-techies. Whenever you write a code, whenever you write a program, right, you need something to process that program, a processor kind of a system, right? In general, there are tons of general languages like Java, C++, Python, and things like that. There are code compilers, but this all works in a nature of centralized systems. But when we say decentralized systems, we are trying to distribute this amongst the nodes and computers, that's where we need something like Ethereum virtual machine, which brings in computation engine, which basically acts like a decentralized computer that has millions of executable projects. Now, EVM is like a decentralized computer on blockchain, and EVM is a core reason why which like smart contracts can exist, because this processes the smart contracts. So here's an example or an image. You write a smart contract, the compilation happens, and EVMs basically launch that a particular code. Why do we need EVM, right? This enables smart contracts to be executed on computer in a network manner, right? So there's an internet layer. There's smart contract that you're writing for a decentralized application. Ethereum virtual machine basically distribute it amongst the nodes, in the form of a distributed ledger or blockchain system hardwares. So Ethereum virtual machine EVM is like a important substance to this entire process. So far, any questions, or I should shoot the quiz? 299, really good number. Ethereum is network where we can build DApps. Yeah, you're true. Because more numbers of opt-ins to channel. We'll talk about that programming language into. Okay, so I think you all have answered my question. What is Ethereum? Something related. Okay, cool. Shall we shoot the quiz? Can we decentralize our front end code also? What's the need? You want to serve an easy interface to interact with someone, your customers, for a say. You want the system to be decentralized and the system is run by backend. Why do you want to complex the front end? But I think you cannot. I'm not a coder, but I'm guessing that it's. I don't. That question makes sense. Programming language into machine language. Okay, let's shoot the question. Uh, three, two, one. Let's go. Which of these chains don't have EVM compatibility? A Tezos, B Binance, C Solana, D all of the above. Now listen carefully. You need to write option A, like A, Tezos, or B, Binance, C, Solana, or D, all of the above. I need the complete answer. And the first person throws that answer in the way that we want is picked as a winner for this question or the quiz. Which of these chains don't have EVM compatibility? All of the above, Binance, all of the above. I don't know. We don't have right answer so far, guys. Now you know what I'm saying. Guess, guess. Hope our answer is correct, Karthik. It's your research. He's the man behind the presentation. He helped me with that. I was traveling. Hmm. We got the right answer. Cool. Let's keep moving forward. Keep it noted, Karthik, in the right order. That's it. I think, is it Dhaval? Okay, cool. So it's Solana. Solana don't have EVM compatibility. Cool. Let's move forward. EPNS. I think spotlight of the day. Uh, it says subscribe, notify, earn. Why do we need it? Uh, Ethereum push notification service is the full form of EPNS. Uh, like we've understood Ethereum so far, but what is Ethereum push notification service? Let's deep dive into it. Uh, but I think before understanding what is EPNS, we should understand what is a push notification service. Then it comes to Ethereum push notification service. So any notification that pops up on your phone, let's talk about a simple application like Swiggy, Zomato, Uber, Ola, Flipkart, Amazon, something, some random day, a notification pops on your phone. That's a pop notification. That's a notification that you receive on multiple instances. If you're doing a transaction, if you're receiving an advertisement or a promo or whatnot. A push notification, also known as a server push notification, is the delivery of information to computing device from an application server where the request for the transaction is initiated by the server. It's complicated. Let's keep it easy, right? A push notification is something whenever some instances happen on the application, a user needs to understand or get notified. That's where a push notification is used. A notification is a basically a message that pops up on the user's device that allow your user to opt into timely update and allow you to effectively re-engage user with customized sort of content. What happens in centralized notification service, right? There's a app server, there's a push notification server, which is obviously right now driven by product of Google and things like that. And you have a mobile application. App server triggers something that goes through the system and that message pops up on your screen. But what is a push notification service? What if push notification service can be decentralized? Because right now we're leveraging a middleman or a company. Uh, this is where EPNS enters, right? So Ethereum push notification service is a blockchain-based decentralized notification protocol that enables any decentralized application or smart contracts to send blockchain agnostic, incentivized, and dynamic notification. Now, why incentive? I'll bring that later because EPNS has its own token, its own ecosystem, and its own way of incentivizing the users. So basically, EPNS enables services to communicate with their users, especially the wallet addresses, because in blockchain, your MetaMask account or your uh, bank is your identity, right? And this all happens in decentralized way. Now, the decentralized finance aspect of the protocol that ensures the notifications are incentivized. That is, when a user will also be receiving tokens and token incentives from the notifications that they churn. Uh, how this protocol works, like what's the high level application flow, right? So here, if you look at the first layer, that's the input layer, there's DApp, there's server, there's contract, and there's something called EPNS. Now there's Ethereum layer and there's something called IPFS, right? So now what happens is every time a company wants to trigger a notification, this goes through a system or a layer of like decentralized to centralized. There are decentralized to centralized carriers. There's a specific decentralized carrier. There's something called EPNS ecosystem. There's app or third party, and there's EPNS DApp on the other side. Now, the bottom, you can see there's integrations, right? Here's the user. Something gets triggered here. There's something goes as an input layer. All this processes in this, and the user gets the final notification. Now, I'll make this more simplified. What's the problem right now? Why EPNS is missing piece of Web3 infrastructure? Now, services expect users to repeatedly check their actions. This is one. Second, wallet addresses do not receive alerts from any Web3 activities currently. As simple as price fluctuation, centralized applications are able to do that, but decentralized in Web3, it's missing. Any sort of trade got executed, it's missing, and a lot of things. And also, the disconnection leads to poor user experience, communication, engagement, and things like that. Now, blockchain protocols expect users to check their actions and result repeatedly. Wallet addresses are like not notified on Web3 activities, and there's a high risk of vital information loss. Now, this is where EPNS comes in. They are content independent. Protocol does not like dictates what content can or can't be delivered to service users. Like, I think it's like there's no censorship. Only service can decide what to communicate to their users. It's user centric because users always opt in for alerts for services before they can notify you. Indirect consent is taken and whatnot. And third is incentivized alerts. How cool is that? Like, you're getting paid for receiving every notification. Now, if this would have happened with me in Central World, I received tons of notifications from e-commerce applications or food delivery apps or whatnot, right? You could have been like rich so far. But no, jokes apart, this entire systems also brings in trust. This also brings in the comfort of usage of decentralized applications at scale. There are a few terminologies, and I think I've I've taught this at better scale. There's a course on our dashboard right now called Polygon 101. Uh, there, lesson number eighth or ninth is like a use case lesson where we have broken down the entire EPNS model in very sorted manner in animations and things like that. But to define right now, services like any decentralized application, smart contract, centralized services who wishes to send notification becomes the service element for the project. Channel, any service that has activated themselves on the protocol and thus can send notification to their subscribers become the channel. Like you have in general, you have channels. Your subscriber, the user who subscribe to particular channels, receive the notification, and user like you and me, who are in present in the protocol, who are opting in to get the notifications. Now, what are the protocol features of EPNS? Uh, Incentivize notification for users. The moment I say how do they bring in incentivization is via they have token, they have a token for the ecosystem, and it has utilities for sure. Uh, they are platform agnostic. There's flexible arbitrary payloads, user centric and opt-in notifications. They also do the spam score and throttling, and a very important aspect is governance, which we'll be talking moving forward. uh, I'll be breaking down each of the features one by one. Let's talk about incentivized notification for users. Are we on same page so far, guys? Say yes or no, so that I'm sure. It's 3:38, dude. Crazy, guys. Are we on same page? Say yes. Cool. Thank you so much, guys. Stick. This gonna be interesting. We are shooting more quizzes. Wow. I hope you've captured this, Karthik. The protocol requires services that want to send notifications to their subscribers to activate themselves by staking DAI. Now, uh, this will be a little confusing for you, so let me make it easy. Hi, cat. So the protocol requires a services that basically wants to send notification to their subscribers and to activate themselves by staking crypto. And that crypto is DAI. Now, DAI is like a stable coin, like your USDT thing, but it's in the decentralized nature. This stake is then lent out to the protocol to Aave. Aave. So I don't know if you know or don't, but Aave plays a role of a decentralized bank, if I want to sum it up, right? So they lend out to protocol to Aave DeFi protocol at the time of writing and start generating interest, which is then distributed in the weighted proportion to all the subscribers. So they are staking the tokens against their generating interest and distributing it to the users and people who get engaged with it. What do I mean by platform agnostic? Now, universal notification delivery to any crypto wallet, mobile applications, web browsers, decentralized applications, or other platforms, as long as they are integrated the protocol. Basically, the integrated protocol, it's like they don't care what platform you're built on and things like that. You can be on Ethereum, Polkadot, whatnot. Flexible arbitrary payload. Now, notification is stored and treated like JSON payload. Now, this is a little complex. This is on the code side and technology side of it. To make it easy, let's say I want to create different rules and content interpretation for different notifications. If I want to carry an image, or I want to put a call to action, or want to show a live video, this is where it brings in the flexibility for the creators or the guys who trigger the notification. It's user centric and opt in notification. Like you decide to subscribe and unsubscribe whenever you want. So it's not a load on you or like compulsion on you to get those notifications. Spam score and throttle, like tons of messages that you receive comes in the form of spam, especially in the Web 2 era when we had like less amount of internet usage to receive tons of links and whatnot. There used to be spam. This systems automatically understands and put the spam score if you're receiving wrong notifications or spams and things like that. Governance. Now, the protocol governance is designed to incentivize continued adoption of this entire protocol. This is achieved by ensuring incentives for all the users who are involved, and they basically get rewarded to basic. This is to encourage them through incentives and penalties, and this is like a continued involvement, which is seen like for long time. The users of EPNS are categorized as like service providers, subscribers, infra services, or governance users. All of them are rewarded for their involvement and to ensure that they keep other parties in check for like a healthy ecosystem. Okay, sorry. I think you've seen the question. But oh man, what's going on? Every time I shift my screen, there's 100 new people. This is lovely. So, question time. I think we are at the end of the presentation. Is it, Karthik? No, we gonna cover a few things. Cool. So, next question. OpenSea wants to use EPNS for sending notifications. Satoshi is an individual who is present in EPNS. Now match them with the role they're playing in the ecosystem. Who is OpenSea and who is Satoshi? I need the full answer to you to win. Guys, quick. We need answers. If you need $10, answer quickly. Fast, fast, fast. We are waiting for right answers. Okay. Karthik, let me know as soon as you receive your first right answer so that we move fast.
Yeah, we have an answer.
Okay, cool. So let's keep moving. Guys, keep an eye. We're shooting more questions now because we're only done with two. We have three more. By the way, the right answer is OpenSea becomes the service and Satoshi becomes the user. He wants to, right? Like who is present in EPNS. Uh, let's talk about products and use cases of EPNS. If I want to talk, like EPNS has its own like mobile app, decentralized app. They have their infrastructure, something called showrunners, and something called JS library. To break it down, so this is how the entire system looks. I think you can go and explore yourself. You can connect your wallet, the channels. You can subscribe, unsubscribe. You can definitely have. There's something called Feedbox. There's something called create your own channel, and things like this are like a user experience that you can definitely go and explore on their website. You can simply Google EPNS and explore the dashboard and things like that. But what are some of the use cases of EPNS? I want to bring this up because I feel understanding each of the use cases will make a lot of sense for you to even think uh, beyond just learning. There's something called DEXs, the decentralized exchanges, right? There are tons of them. There's something called Sushi Swap. There's something called Uniswap. Uh, there's something called Pancake Swap, and a lot of them, right? Balancer, uh, balance no so curve is there, and a lot of them, right? So all of them are here in the form of logos. Now decentralized exchanges, users can be notified when the price of a token falls or rise a certain percentage. As I told you, in central system it's still available, but decentralized way it's missing. Now users can also set up notifications for when their trades are executed and completed, rather than having to check back to see if trades were completed or no. Now users can also set up notifications for when gas prices go down or up to help them decide when to trade. So there are multiple challenges currently, right? You need to keep an eye 24/7 to take certain steps. You end up paying high gas fee, you end up losing money and whatnot. So this particular use case will solve the problem of such instances. Uh, Decentralized finance, like one of the really interesting topics for me. Now, lending protocol users can set up notifications to be informed when they are about to be liquidated. rather than needing to check in regular to ensure. There's something called LP. Now, these providers can also set up notification where if either they're making losses or something like that, if they want to cut their losses in short during volatile market, they can do that using EPNS. If decentralized finance users are interacting with a particularly young or untested protocol, they could set up notifications to inform them if large amounts of funds are being moved around in a way that could signal instability within that particular decentralized application. So there's, I think, possibilities, tons of possibilities to explore use cases. NFT, one of the really interesting topics right now, and especially gaming, right? So trading on NFTs or goods or market or within the game can be connected to EPNS to do certain tasks, right? So when certain goods go on sale or auction, a user can get notified. When auction go live from crypto artist, a user can get notified. Or when a bid is accepted or topped, there's no notification right now. When one own NFT gets sold, you receive email from certain channels for now, but what if you get instant notification on your mobile device? This can be like really, really crazy. One of the use cases is around ENS or consumer applications, right? So applications like Ethereum name services and let's say crypto.com and not crypto.com and dot crypto, which is basically domain selling websites. So on the consumer applications, can basically notify users when the subscriptions are about to expire. So right now, if my subscription for website expires, my service providers informs me. I get email notification from GoDaddy and Name.com and Namecheap and things like that. So this can be made possible using EPNS in the decentralized nature uh, and things like that. Oh, sorry. Shall we shoot the next question, guys? Quickly. Okay, let's do it. The channels created and run by EPNS for the benefit of the community are called A. EPNS infra channel, B. showrunners, C. service channels, or D. trackers. It went smooth, but any guesses? Quickly. Karthik, let me know once we get the right answer.
Yeah, we have an answer.
We have it. Cool, guys. 1 second. Just setting up. Yeah. Cool. So let's call the right answer. It's called showrunners. The channels that are created and run by EPNS for the benefits of community are called showrunners. You all know it. Let's talk about governance and token economics of EPNS. By the way, EPNS is listed token across platforms. Like, are we majority from India, guys? Can we shout out in the chat? You are from India. If you're from outside, you definitely can find it on Binance and other exchanges. If you're especially from India, uh, it's on WazirX. Yeah, cool. Uh, Push is basically a native governance token of the EPNS protocol. Push is the ticker for EPNS token. Push provides its holders with two primary benefits. One is governance rights, and second is something called reward accrual. Now, I'll talk about that in the next slides. Let's talk about reward accrual. Okay, so there are two of them. Like the first one is when services set up a channel, they must deposit at least 50 DAI, that is a token, into a common staking pool. The common staking pool is an aggregation of that fees from all the channels across the EPNS protocol, which is staked in Aave. We just mentioned about Aave and at the time of the launch, which basically accrues value. Now, accrued value of DAI is distributed to subscribers of EPNS channels in proportion how early they join. Now, this entirely works on a system of early adoption, versus the kind of pool of aggregation of token that they hold. And second reward is basically EPNS protocol also has a fee pool, which is tied up to their token ticker, that's push ownership. The fee pool is collection of micro payments paid by services, either in a per notification format or yearly subscription model. Now, fees are paid in DAI or Ethereum and collected in the fee pool. The fee pool is distributed to the community itself. Now, 70% goes back to the push holders, that is Ethereum push notification holders, and 30% goes back to ecosystem development fund and things like that, because we want to scale the services and the ecosystem further. There's something called voting and governance right. I think I've taught this in earlier sessions as well. Now, here, push tokens are used to control various core functionalities of the protocol. This allows users to vote on features of the protocol. This is for the avoidance of doubt. The right to vote is restricted solely to voting on features of the protocol. Let's take an example here. The protocol fees are charged in Ethereum or DAI within the protocol, but the push token holders may vote to change these fee parameters as well. So they have the voting rights if someone comes up with certain suggestions. The community governance works at that scale. But what's the need of governance? Like, why do we need governance? The chain governance mechanism influences participants' behavior on the network with purpose of like weeding out bad actors and incentivizing good actors so that the network runs completely strong. Now, the stake weighted mechanisms offer stakeholders holding higher stakes with greater voting rights to set up various parameters. Now, here you can create new rules, markets, collateral limits, and etc. to basically brings back the power to the community to take the decisions. So the governance rights are in the hands of community to bring in better suggestions so that the ecosystem grows at scale. And I think the service providence that happens through EPNS is uh, is solid from then. So far, I think we've covered all the important concepts of EPNS and in general Ethereum.
Hello, everybody.
So okay, NAS
Nice
is
to
in the
meet you,
stream.
everybody. Super cool. This is amazing. Free education. It's the best.
Yeah, we're teaching Ethereum and something called Ethereum push notification service today.
Ethereum put notification.
So Web3, right, needs notification system
Yes.
because right now, if you're trading on decentralized applications,
Yes.
you need to check app 10 times a day.
Oh,
So EPNS brings that.
that's cool. That's the future, man.
Yeah, that's the future.
Amazing. I mean,
But
well, I don't believe in governance tokens, by the way.
oh, but they have the governance, and I need to teach that.
Yeah.
Right, right. Education is the
Even
need.
if you don't believe in it.
Yeah, I need to teach it. Right. By the way, thank you so much for providing me space to take this
Oh,
class.
of course. I hope the internet is good enough, guys.
It's
And hello, everybody. Hello, Daval. Hello, Aditya. Hello, Daval again. Hello, Aditya again. Okay, bye, everybody.
I'll finish with you. Yeah. So okay, that was quick. Kind of hello from Nas, and I think Nasir, but everyone calls you Nas. Okay, so call him Nasir. Okay, cool. Let's move forward. So this is why the governance is used. So far, any questions? Please shoot in. Okay, something happened in a YouTube live today. Lovely. Cool, guys. Shoot in questions, or I'm gonna throw the next quiz, and we're gonna move to I think, to the last two quizzes, and we're gonna wind up the session. Cool. The users need to submit collateral for penalties in governance? You don't need to submit collateral for penalties, but it will be deducted from the reward mechanism that they've curated or created. Karthik, how is EPNS trying to increase more numbers? Karthik, someone's asking you a question. Because more number of opt-ins to channels in future, they more revenue generation, start paid subscriptions. They have paid subscriptions. We've mentioned about that.
So
They
yeah,
have
Saurabh
paid
was explaining
subscriptions.
about incentivization, right? So that's the main model. There are two models. One we explained about incentivizing for the opt-ins, and other one is the applications that want to send notifications would pay their fees, right? So those fees are again pooled and sent to the token holders of push. So we're incentivized
Love.
for two reasons. So hence
Cool.
getting.
Okay, let's shoot the next question. From where do push token holders earn rewards? Is it via common staking pool, fee pool, service charge pool, or governance pool? Shoot your answers in the format that I've asked for.
So there are multiple answers. Please point out your
Yeah,
correct answer.
multiple answers. Karthik, let me know as soon as you receive the right answer.
Guys, again, I'm reminding there's not a single option that is right. There are multiple options that are right.
Guys, come on, or else this quiz will go waste. Quick, how many options are right, by the way? Can you give them hint?
Yeah, two options are right.
Two options are right. No crisp grips. Nope. Nope. Write the full answer, guys. Don't be lazy. You're earning $10. Don't be lazy. A and what? What's that, Abhishek? Governance pool and common staking pool? No. Common staking pool and fee pool?
Yeah,
Can I get a hoodie?
we
Common
have the
staking
answer.
pool and fee pool? We have the
Yeah,
answer. We have the answer. It's common staking pool and fee pool. Cool. One more. The EPNS protocol fee are charged in. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Everyone knows this.
again, I'll give
Everyone
two
knows.
options. There are two options that are right.
Yeah, yeah. I know there are two options. Everyone knows this because I've pressurized on the keyword so much. Guys, full. No, it's not push. It's not push, right? It's not push, obviously. It's not push,
Anyway,
guys.
there are two options. We are expecting two options.
We're expecting two options. Push and die. Push and Aave. No, bro. Where's Aave? Aave is not in the picture. Guys, don't be silly. No. Okay,
Yeah,
we
we
I
have
think
an
we have the
answer.
answer. We have the
Yeah,
answer. Lovely. Okay, it's DAI and Ethereum. We've told you it's DAI and ETH. Aave is basically we are leveraging Aave, but it's DAI and Ethereum. Cool. Uh, I think that's it. We are done with today's. Dhaval is an expert. Dhaval is an alum of blockchain school and a proud expert.
yeah. He has the
Cool,
most.
guys. He is an active participant for more than a year. I think we should give him some something. I want to say something. I know. Cool, guys.
So
I
I'll
think
announce the winners then.
hmm, I think we are done. I need to catch up, so I'll have to rush. But managed to take this class on time. Uh, yeah, from anywhere. So
Okay,
yeah,
great. Guys.
that's it.
Thank you for joining the community session. We'll have more such sessions. So
Okay.
we'll
By
have
the way, winners,
the
winners. Can you
winners.
announce
Yeah,
the winners? Can you
winners.
put them in chat by the time I communicate? Put that in chat, if possible. Put the winners in chat, guys. Everyone whose name is mentioned, you need to reach us at hello@the blockchain school.io. This is an email where you need to shoot your WazirX wallet, WazirX registered emails. Why do we use WazirX? We are an education partner to them. Push is listed on WazirX, so they will do the job. They will send the giveaway prizes to you. So we need the registered emails from you. Quickly, Karthik is putting the winners list, and then we'll just wind up the session. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. had a good one.
Yeah, so I've dropped the winners. I'm announcing it again. Dhawan, Aditya Domala, Krips, Ravi Tej, and Mayank. We have five winners here for our
Dhaval, Aditya, Krips, Ravitesh, Mayank. We have a lot of common winners from last time. Every time these guys are like, I
the
don't know.
smart ones.
Aditya, if you really feel my session was good, go to. I'll be a little selfish. Yeah. Uh, and also like Saurabh personified on Instagram, Twitter, the young doer, and yeah, don't miss the blockchain SC on Twitter and the blockchain school on Instagram. Please put your put your thoughts there. Would love to reshare, but yeah, Twitter and Instagram works really well for me. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Thank you, Karthik, for being a good host. See you all on the next session. I think you can talk about tomorrow's session and we can
Yeah,
wind up.
sure. So, yeah, guys, we here had a brief intro about Ethereum, right? So tomorrow we'll go in depth into Ethereum and one more smart chain, Binance Smart Chain. The two big blockchains we know, Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. These two things will be covered in detail tomorrow, and we have a guest speaker, Rohas Nagpal. He's been an industry expert and he has been into the blockchain space for more than a decade now. And he's an expert in the space. He has built blockchains, hyperledgers, and whatnot. So please join us tomorrow. We'll get to know more into these two important blockchains. And yeah, stay posted. And folks who are interested in bootcamps, this month we'll have our Metaverse bootcamp with a very reputed mentor. Stay posted for the same. Stay tuned, and you'll get to know who's the
A
mentor. And
lot of good news is coming on the way, so stay tuned.
yeah,
I hope you all enjoyed, and it was sudden, Nusair jumping in the live and saying yo hi. So I hope you all enjoyed. Cool guys, let's wind up. Had a good time. Thank you so much, Karthik. Yeah, let's end the broadcast.
yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Bye.